Welcome back to Super Auto Pets. My name is Abby. I sometimes go by Stinkbug. We are one day left in this weekly. One day. That is where my camera is. And I just want to send it. I like this weekly, but I'm really bad at it. And I don't know why. I kind of pinned this weekly earlier on Delicious Bell Towers Chunky Pillocks. I don't know what this is. Circular teapots, delicious teapots is pretty great if you don't mind. If I do say so myself, is what I was trying to think, but I definitely got to if you don't mind. What were your name? Something better than mine. Put a bacon on a beetle. And give me a fish. But I kind of pegged this weekly as, if I pegged it at all, as a scaling weekly. And that is true. There's a lot of scaling. There's like orangutan. What are they called? The hippocampus and monkey. Like, there's a decent amount of scaling, and they all work together well. But I think there's also, give me a lucky cat. I don't think it's very good this weekly, but if you get lucky, it can be okay. Elephant at the back is always a tried and true strategy, and give me a beetle for now, which we'll combine later for a level up. But there's also a lot of sniping in, like, Wolverine Woodpecker. I say a lot of, there's like one combination, but it's pretty popular on the, like, you run into it a lot. And there's generally a lot of things in Super Auto Pets like that. You start to see a metagame revolve around these weeklies, like it or not. Let's combine a beetle. I think a badger is not very good here. So a dodo is kind of what we should do, or we should skip. Which we could skip. Yeah, let's do that. I'll take a flamingo. Let's roll. We're looking for lucky cats, we're looking for copies. Okay. Give me a gazelle for right now. I know how to get that working, but you get it so late in the game. I guess you can get a grape going, but maybe that's turn 4? Or not turn 4, tier 4. We finally got our first win. We've just been getting draws, but draws are pretty good. Yeah, grapes tier 4. We're on tier 3 now, so we could get there soon. Lucky cat has not worked out for us. Let's get a woodpecker going. If you can't beat him, you join him. And I was joining him early, I'm gonna be honest. Generally, I see woodpecker and I just kind of go, yeah, that's pretty good. And I put it on. Let's get 2 ospreys going. And yeah, I'll level up my elephant, even though it's like an apple, you know? It's an elephant-specific apple. This is something. Because we got a bunch of dirty rats, which are going to be fine. And then they're going to get a beetle and beat me. Yeah, they're definitely going to beat me. As our first loss, it's okay though. We've been really holding out lately. I'm fine with the level 3 beetle. I think the level 3 beetle is pretty good. It gives garlic. Free garlic is pretty dang good. I think pineapple is pretty good. And part of me wants to sell for a worm, but like, stats-wise, that is probably the worst decision I could ever make. Now I could do elephant to try to get an early level 5, which could be good if we get a chicken, which we could get like chicken whale going pretty early. That's one that I definitely am interested in getting to work. I haven't been able to so far. Every time I've tried, I usually pretty much Does that work? Yeah, I think it does. I usually lose before I can like properly pivot off of it, because I think that is what you should do with that combination, is try to pivot off of it. Monkey is really good. Yeah, we're gonna get a monkey. And yeah, we're gonna get a fox, I think. I'm not happy about it, because it's gonna get this. But maybe that's fine. I think fox is good. I used it in, I think, the first video of this weekly. And I've been playing on my phone a little bit, you know, in the interims, usually before bed. Getting a game or two in, and usually losing. I think I've gotten a 10 win or 2, but it is ruthless when you get up, and it feels bad to take somebody out when they're on 1 HP, but sometimes you gotta do it. Let's save a pair for the fox. I'm gonna be honest, Osprey, your time is nigh. No, we're gonna roll. Orangutan is pretty good, and so is a beetle, and so is a fox level. We could just go orangutan and just do this. We could save the grape, but honestly, that was when I was thinking of gazelle, and we're way past that. We are probably multiple turns past when we did that. A badger at the front with a ghost kitten. A badger into a ghost kitten. We trade with a very creative squad. I'm gonna be honest. It was probably one of the most creative squads I've seen in a while. I've never seen that before. Am I a little shaken? Yes. Yes, I am a little shaken. Let's go double monkey. Save this. Or we could pivot. Pivot there. And next time we combine our monkeys. But we're going really hard. Oh, hi, Ruby. Hi. Hi, you wanna see? Hi, Ruby. Hi. You wanna come lay in bed? Come on, lay in bed next to me. Right here. Oh, little girl. Hi. Rare Ruby spotting. Not for me, for you guys. Let's combine a monkey. She is always here, and in the best way. I love a Yeti. Not like always I love a Yeti, but I do quite like a Yeti. And then we're gonna get a level 3 fox soon, which is great. We basically have like 2 forms of scaling. We have the monkey scaling, which we're gonna sell eventually. I mean, generally a monkey doesn't last forever. And then we have the fox scaling, and of course we have a little bit of damage scaling with the. Ooh, that's a nice little. I didn't expect to get parrot vulture sniped, but sometimes it happens. We're gonna definitely save a pair. And save a Yeti. I think we could even give you a durian and roll, because I don't need too many rolls. We'll be getting more from the Yeti. They'll give us a few free ones, which a woodpecker level is going to be really useful for the scaling of that damage, because that's our other form of scaling, which we really need to get going. We definitely really do. However, our fox is going off, and the jump forward is pretty good. I was disrespecting it a little bit, but I think it's pretty good. Definitely we want an orange. That is how we're going to be able to get some of the fox tripling on our other squad members. And I'll buy a Wolverine for right now. Send me, and hopefully we'll be able to get another Wolverine. I wish we could save the food on this, and I'm a little off camera because I'm trying to show Ruby. Hopefully you guys appreciate my efforts. Sorry about the awkward angle, but I mean, it's all for a good win, all for a good cause. Wolverine. Okay, I think Fly is pretty good, but I think we can just keep our... Boar is like one of the other things that I think is really good. But let's keep the woodpecker scaling going a little bit more. And keep this orange for later. And we'll be able to switch off of monkey very soon. Okay, we're going against a team that's definitely better in the sniping department, but potentially not quite in the scaling department. You trump it off, you trump it on home, and you draw. I mean, you are investing in your own thing, and potentially for a good reason. Well, let's say it's a good reason, at least to calm you down a little bit. Monkey, go bye-bye for... It's hard to say for what. I think a seal is kind of what I was thinking. And we'll save another orange for next time. Maybe, maybe. And hopefully one of those goes on the seal. It doesn't, but maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. We can put some of the stuff, because we really need attack with that orange buff, because that's one of the biggest food buffs we can get this weekly, I believe. I could be wrong. There's always the bacon, which is a level 1, and then there's the steak. But none of those are like quite as amazing on the seal buff there. Now we don't need any more chocolate. We could go a lettuce. It would just give the Yeti though. And these are like pretty dang good, however. So I don't think we like getting a Yeti level up is not super useful, because we've gotten a ton of Yeti value already. So maybe we roll for, there we go, for a pear or something. So we're actually getting some value out of the Fox Triple, which we pretty much are, 35.49. They're still jumping all the way up there. And I mean, that was just about as good as it could be with the rock order. Let's get a level 3 woodpecker. I think that's probably the most useful thing we can get. And, ooh, yeah, pretzel is pretty good right now. It's not going to be getting the pretzel buff from its, like, second effect, but it doesn't really matter when you're going on a fox so big. Now we really want just oranges for our fox, I think. But I think this is a loss. It's fine, we can afford it. You can't. You can't. You can't afford it. I can. I can afford it, and that's okay. Sometimes not all of us can afford the same things in life. Let's put a steak on you. And I'm a simple girl. I'll put a pretzel on you so we get that buff. And then, ooh, keep it coming. Keep it coming. Sniped out of here. Your existence is negligible, and your fate is now. I guess it's your demise is now. Don't read into the insult too much. Pretzel could be good, but we really want orange. We really want orange. I'm going all out for orange. Durian is okay. Especially if we move you to, like, here. Yeah, let's do that. So you're not jumping anymore, but you're still doing something. I mean, that snipe feels so good. Sniping your own team, why don't you? And you think you're just gonna clean up, but our bees are gonna clean each other up. Buzz buzz. I don't think so. We really want this orange. That was the Wolverine, and we could have done that, but I really want an orange. It's okay that we don't get it. I mean, there it is. You Yeti, you tease me. You tease me. A level 3 Leviathan team is pretty scary. I mean, it's about what you expect to run into at this point, and you put us on lethal. We give them the win, and they get put on lethal. We put our Wolverine in there, so we at least get that anyway. Never punished. And then I think we would just roll for good food, which is an orange, because that's the only good food for us right now. And we're just gonna get a negligible 1/1 buff, which just doesn't exist because it's a 50-50. At this point, we're just re-rolling to hope that we don't run into a level 3 Leviathan squad, because that is like the only thing that can totally wreck us, except for draws, which can also like prolong the inevitable loss that we are going to be facing. So what do we do about that? What do we do to try to get away from this loss? Because like at this point we have too many Yetis, we have too many seals, not enough attack on these ones. So how do we get something that has some good attack going? That is, and is it potentially just futile? Is it potentially like, do I just get a piranha going, or do I get? I think a piranha could be the only way out of this. Like you sell, like you probably keep some of the Yetis, but is six times is pretty good, right? So you roll. I'm bacon. Am I really buying a bacon at turn 21? Come on, Abby. Yeti. No. We got rid of all those Yetis before. We already decided. There's the piranha. I mean, is this even like, this isn't even better. So we should try to get this up more and then get our free orange and roll for more oranges. More oranges in case we get more ties. And I mean, it didn't even matter for who it hit. I mean, stats are stats, but when they're 0, it's not really stats. It's actually like no longer stats. And they have the dream team, which is the Kraken. That's what I should be doing, and we lose. We lose because of it, and that's how you lose late game in Super Autopets. You get too committed to the things that helped you get there, and not to pivot your entire squad into something that actually like continuously, or actually will like fully roundhouse kick your opponent into outer space, you know, like into these clouds, these lovely clouds that we can see. I love this background. This is definitely my favorite background in the whole game. Golden Advisors, Pouting Pretenders, Sniffling Gust. I'm going to be honest, Pouting Pretenders is like probably a 5 out of 5, even a 6 out of 5 Super Autopets names. It's like actually probably like one of those ones that they like I assume they made this in like Panicking Prunks. Like you put 2 words that are useful for each other, like pillaging pirates or something like that, and then you just put them all into an automated, like the top ones are there, the bottom ones are there, and shuffle them all in between. Send me into it. I'm rambling a little bit. And I feel like this could be, the Pouting Pretenders could be one of those ones, because I assume you'd do it in alliteration. I wouldn't. I mean, I think you'd be a fool to do anything else. But that's only because, like, I definitely maxed into alliteration. You know? The deplorable dust bunnies, the rancid rats, the flopping fishes, the bacon beetles. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know what to do here. I think a honey badger could be good. I think a flamingo could be pretty good because there's a pill this time. You could kind of invest into a flamingo and then pill it later on when you're ready to pivot. And it's pretty good in practice, I think. Our honey badger already given us the win. Truly amazing. You show us the pill immediately, I'll just save you for later. And I'll take a badger. I'll take a badger. I mean, we could get the mole going. Is that better? No. Let's get a badger level and just run a fish for right now. You know, golden beetle is tier 2, but honestly, I like looking at the fish more. Their stats are the same. They're probably going to get sold eventually. Sometimes it's about looks, and it's not about how big your tier is. Inspirational advice. So let's sell here. Let's get a flamingo level, and a baboon is actually wonderful. I think we even sell you to get another baboon going, and then we keep rolling to try to get duplicates. Perfect, perfect. The baboons will hit each other, they'll start scaling each other up a little bit, and then the badger itself will also get scaled up, which is really good. It's probably the pet we want scaled the most, especially because at level 1, it's not very good. The damage is going to do 4 damage here, which is not very strong. Kind of not very strong. Its defeat, I don't even want to see my little avatar's sad face, I'm going to be honest. Get rid of a beetle for me. Give me an orangutan. I'm honestly like, let's combine. And give me a hippocampus. Is this the squad? I mean, obviously Flamingo's gonna go eventually, even though it is getting the most buff, but this squad right here could be pretty good. Especially if we continue to commit to some of the scaling that we're going on. Obviously, you're baboon maxing a little bit, and I'm proud of you, but we're honey badger maxing, and it does help. I don't think a rootling is good here. You're fool's gold, and I denounce you. Sleeping pill onto the flamingo. You've served your time well. Bonita. I think I do feel bonita right now. And an orangutan could make me eat my words a little bit, but at least I'm not eating my shorts. Or my pants. Or my socks. I think eating your words, it's pretty good. It's a non-physical form of punishment, I guess, or consequence. Though, you know, you could say verbal harassment is pretty bad compared to physical harassment. And I would say, yeah, in some cases you would be correct. It's all harassment at the end of the day. We are at tier 5, right? Turn 8. No, we're not. Oh, because you are connected. I do not want to, before attack, make the target crisp. I don't want to invest in you long term, right? Because we want to, if we want to have all 3 of these together, then we want to have you be a turn or a tier 5 or a 6 eventually. So let me hit you with a pair. I like scaling Scaling you, and then we'll just send it. 420 on the hippocampus. That's some good luck. The silver bushes. You like, I honestly can't even think of a silver bush. Like, I'm thinking of like a bush with some white flowers or something like that, but I can't even think of one. I know there's one that exists, but I could not tell you which one. Hippocampa level is pretty good. Let's also get a monkey going. We'll scale the monkey. Everybody's scaling except for a badger who's just along for the ride. And we're happy to have him. Let me tell you. A boar is pretty good long term. And we're not keeping the monkey, though. It is going to get buffed. That's fine. We like a buff. It's going to get big and buff for a little bit, and then we'll get rid of it eventually. Now, the orangutan, I think, is a little bit weak in the sense that it kind of relies on the... There we go. A honey badger win. You see the strength. You see the strength. But the orangutan's a little weird because it relies on the hippocampus to like properly scale attack. There's a lot more health scaling than there is attack scaling in this weekly, it feels like. But I like it. You ever thought of that? I like it. I think we go hippocampus level, orangutan level, baboon level, and roll me. The most boring shop turn ever, especially because it was all saved. But I'm fine with that. Our baboon gets huge. You're hitting your own. My fishy godfathers, you do not have to order it that way. That was unique. I'm gonna be honest. That was unique. We're back to the bright side. You can see me again. And now we're in the bigger leagues. So let's go boar up here. We'll put them in the back because they are going to be getting stronger over time. I'm going to be honest. I want the baboon to get the quickest level of the squad. But, you know, hippocampus, I should have done you. Pretzel, you're not going to be working. So let's just get a hippocampus level and just work towards our tier 3s. I think that's always a good deal. And I think we should just try to keep our hippocampus so they are not the lowest health very often. So I'll be giving them some buffs, so hopefully the orangutan won't hit the hippocampus. They're going to hit themselves, or the badger. They're going to hit the badger this turn. So we shouldn't upgrade to badger at all, scale the badger anymore, so it hits the badger this next turn. We're going to hit a hippocampus with that pair to scale it up a little bit, and it's not going to get us a level, so let me just roll and we'll do the level next turn. We didn't find anything, so we're a little bit punished for it. It would have been more cost effective to do the actual combine, but, you know, who cares? Sometimes you gotta live a little. If you did the combine, maybe you weren't living. Maybe you were. Maybe we're all living on this big rock of ours. And we're at 9 wins. I mean, this is pretty dang good. We'll combine now. I'll keep the boar going, and we'll get a level 3. And you know, we're living. We have to live, and we're not punished this time. And that's what, like, sometimes you get punished the first time you live, and you gotta keep at it. You gotta keep going. Pouting Pretenders, I love this background as well. Definitely one of the better ones. They go well together, even though they're definitely very different height elevations. The gushing legs. I'm gonna be honest, that makes me think somebody's gushing out blood. And that's like, that's scary, but it's me. I'm the gushing legs, if anything, at that point. Baboon? We could get a level 3 badger. I'm gonna get a level 3 orangutan, though. The badger might deserve it. We'll get a durian. I'm simple. I'm simple right now. We're doing simple things for a simple 10 win. Scaling our way to victory. And I mean, this is perfect. We don't even have a honey anymore. And we get a hippocampus badge for level 3. I'm sure we're gonna get a orangutan. Get the pair perfect. I mean, name a more perfect duo. I don't think you can. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please hit the like button. It would mean a lot. It will help with engagement and everything. I've been Abby, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!